Lisa Gansky is one of the real pioneers of Silicon Valley. She was the co-founder of GNN, which she sold to AOL in 1995, the first commercial website. Co-founder also of Photo, which she sold to Kodak. Pioneer of many other Silicon Valley ventures. Lisa, welcome to TechCrunch TV.
Andrew, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Lisa, you've been around a long time. You don't look it.
I'm well preserved, yes.
So, in the period between GNN and today, social media world, what's happened? What are the most salient changes that you've seen?
That's a long time.
We've only got 5 minutes for you to answer it, so you better be quick.
I better be succinct. I think that, let me have a think. First of all, there's a lot more people who know what the internet is. I mean, if we think back to 1995, we were explaining to people why it might be interesting, and we had to kind of do interpretive dance because there weren't that many websites to show. There was, the browser, the getting online itself was kind of a whole, had to put the Lego pieces together. So we went from that to, having a very functional mobile phone that you can pull up websites that are relevant to you and to like my parents and people of all generations all over the world. So I think that many things have happened. But essentially the biggest thing I think is that the relevance of the web and the notion that we're all for the first time on the planet, the most people are connected to the most people right now. And I think, the original part of the web was kind of people to content, and then it became content to people, and now I think we're adding people to people, which is, and now we're adding, even with mobile, people to people on the move. And so it's very exciting.
What's most surprised you over the last 15 years? What didn't you expect, which has happened?
I guess all the money.
You weren't in it for the money?
No, we were too confused to be in it for the money. We were in it for love. We were in it because we thought it was like a really cool, exciting thing. And, it was way early. So we were trying to figure out how the money might show up. But, we weren't in it for the money at the time. I mean, subsequently, it was pretty obvious that, you could take companies public and put deals together and make real, very, very compelling business cases and real irresistible services and products for people so that there would be brands and companies that had huge value. Amazon, I think, is a really good example. Netflix, we have tons of them. Google.
Where's the love, though, Lisa? What was the love that you fell in love with this thing? Why? What was there to love about it?
Truthfully, I thought that the net, when we started, was going to create kind of a level playing field for small merchants and for people all over the world to be able to reach each other and see what was, find information that they were looking for that would help them in terms of either learning a language or learning if somebody had some physical ailment, that there would be the idea of basically putting all the information online and allowing people to find it was really exciting, as well as just this kind of small town, small companies being able to access bigger markets, and for people to be able to find lovely little boutiques doing really interesting things. That was I was very excited about that.
You must have hated AOL.
It wasn't, hate's strong.
Dislike.
It wasn't a good fit for me personally, certainly. But it was an exciting time because, again, it's really interesting when I look back for myself that both with AOL buying GNN, and Kodak buying Photo, in both instances, the company was buying my company as a hedge play to their primary business model. So AOL at the time was doing I forget exactly what the offer was, but it was essentially 5 hours a month for like $9.95, and then something like $2 and additional each hour. And so they were putting content online, and you would go online to AOL and send emails to each other, or read Business Week or whatever you were keen on reading, no pun intended. So I forgot about that. So in any case, I think that AOL bought us as a hedge play in case this internet thing takes off and people, stop paying for access in that way, geez, we better have a few things. So they bought web crawler and GNN and a number of other companies at the same time, just to, you know, have a just-in-case scenario. And then when things moved in the very other direction, you know, AOL was an exciting place to be because it was the big behemoth. You know, Yahoo was just going public in those days, and so it was a kind of generation one of search and of really bringing, you know, kind of normal people, more of the mass market onto the web. It was fun.